Hi everyone, my name is Leo Montana and I'm back with the Musicografando after I think for three months without posting any video on my podcast. I was taking care of some other business, but now I'm back and no promises, but I will post at least one video per month. And the reason that I started this video speaking in English is because the band, the interviewers of the month, is a band from Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is a country among Russia, among Siberia, among China, among Kazakhstan. There's a blooming metal scene. And the band from Kyrgyzstan that I will interview in this video is one of the most interesting bands that I rediscovered recently. I'm talking about the Devouring Genocide band, and let the guys introduce themselves. Let's go.
So, well, my name is Svetlana.
My name is Rustam
And we are Devouring Genocide.
from Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, he plays the guitar and I do merch for the band. I sell merch for the band. So here we are.
We took her because she know English better than me.
Well, I'm the only person in the band who speaks English perfectly, so
Actually, she redacting our texts all and do some work with SMM, with Instagram and other stuffs. And actually, she is my girlfriend. Yeah. Actually, we from Kyrgyzstan and we play slamming brutal death metal. We started as internet project in 2019, yeah?
no, 2017.
2017, yes. But we make just one demo and we not published it. And after we started our band in 2017. It was time when we played with other band. It's named Shahid. But in 2019 we had some problems with our band Shahid, and we decided to pay more attention for our slamming project. So we decided to record some stuffs and look to the people how they react to our music. So we made it, and it was perfectly. About COVID, let's see.
Yeah. So before COVID-19 it was pretty good and the local scene was blooming. We had a lot of different like metal gigs and all this like local bands, they were playing there. But we even had our own place
Yes.
where local bands can play, and we also, not me, but the guys, they also were the organizers of some gigs. So when the pandemic started, all the activity in the town
Yes,
has
it's-
stopped. Like
It stopped and we closed it actually because of financial problems, because it's not rentable yet
yeah,
anymore. And but now the situation is better. And what was before the COVID, that our scene, it's not just our local scene was blooming, because biggest headliner in our country arrived here in past year, and it was Sepultura from Brazil. Actually, hello to Brazil, and it was perfect concert and big largest concert in those time. But after, of course, it stopped. So that's all situation now. But now the situation is better. Now we opened our new place, but it's rehearsal studio and recording studio. We hope that it will be recording studio too, with more possibilities to record music. And we think about the open place where our local bands can play as underground music, especially underground music.
Okay, guys, let's talk about your latest release, the single "Mountains of Madness." It is a great slam brutal death metal song. And the question is, who produced it? How it was the record sessions? And talk about the lyrical content and the lyrical influence of the single.
Well, Mountains of Madness is my favorite track so far. And like the idea was inspired by Howard Lovecraft Mountains of Madness, and lyrically the song tells us the story from the perspective of Shaggots. Yes, and like yeah, they're alive when their masters have forgotten about them, and like yeah, just the story of abandoned child. Something
yes.
like this. Yes, this song is like really my favorite so far.
But its child want to kill.
Yeah, but this child wants to kill like really badly. Yup.
Yes, but history before this song, it was that our vocalist Alexander Degtyaryov, he just makes some conversation with one guy from Moscow. His name is Vorov. He from famous band. Its name Cold-Blooded Murder.
Yeah,
Beat Down band. Yes.
He was the former vocalist of the
Former
band,
vocalist,
and
yeah.
now he sings in Public Execution.
Actually,
Check them
it's checking out because it's slamming brutal death metal, New York style. Actually, it's
Like pure New
pure
York.
New York style. He's have some ideology, I think so. And they decide to make this single. We so made it together. And in this period, actually, it was interesting that we work in Kyrgyzstan with Alexander, and our second vocalist, he is from Novosibirsk, it's Siberia, and a guy from Moscow, Vorov, they made this one. And idea was from Vorov. I know that idea about Shaggots and Lovecraft is very cool for death metal songs, and actually it's become cool song, in my opinion. About recording process, I'm starting as producer. It's right.
Yeah, I guess. I
But
don't know.
recording producer and produce all the songs that we made. I produced by myself, so I record it, I'm mixing it and mastering it. I don't know how it's good, but I hope it's good and people like. It's just one.
Yeah, and the whole recording process is like not only Mountains of Madness, but like all the singles and songs. It's like we record here in Bishkek. Second vocalist he records in Siberia, in Novosibirsk. Then he sends all these like vocal tracks, and here in Bishkek he masters it and like mixes it. And, yeah,
it's just process. And that's about this song. It's cool. About this cover art is
cover.
It's your friend.
Yeah,
actually.
cover art was made by Serge from metalcore. He's the vocalist of the metalcore band Eradicate Me. So if you're into metalcore, check them out. They're from Kaliningrad.
This guy from Kaliningrad. It's in Europe. It's Königsberg. It's German city. Yeah.
Yeah,
Before
province
the
or
second
something
war.
like this.
Yeah, so it was totally international, but in these countries, I think so. In Russia, Kyrgyzstan, that's all about the song.
Yeah, Mountains of Madness. Stream it on every streaming platform. Yay! Let's do this.
Forgotten bird.
Of course, it's Russian death metal, in my opinion, because it's very famous bands from Moscow, from Ural. It's a cool place actually. My relatives from there, and it's Abnable Putridity. Actually, this Shahid is our band that we played before, and now it's active too. Project is active. We played, we hit up, yeah?
Yeah, like support.
Support, better to say. Support them, band Catalepsy. It's worldwide famous, and it was just perfect because guys so cool and they give us so many advices. It was perfect, and show was perfect. It's very cool band, and of course.
What about Extermination Dismemberment?
Yes, Extermination Dismemberment. It's a cool band from Belarus. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. For my taste, I like Portugal band. It's named Analepsy. I don't miss. I think that from Portugal, yeah.
I guess I don't
yes,
know. I'm like metalcore fan. You see, metalcore or deathcore fan. That's me.
It's actually about Russian death metal and deathcore. It's
Slaughter to Prevail. Check them out.
Everyone knows Slaughter to Prevail. So it's our influence, and of course it's old bands like Suffocation from New York. For me, Devourment is one of the best bands. I like Aborted, Dying Fetus, and other brutal death metal things. But about myself, I played in deathcore band before. When I was younger, I played we played something like Suicide Silence, Carnifex, and other bands in this style. But in my opinion, maybe I'm mistaken. It's a little bit near because musical elements. It's sometimes same. So it was easy to teach a new style as slamming brutal death metal to learn brutal slamming. And before this time I listened to all time this brutal death metal, slamming brutal death metal. It's just cool stuff and I like it.
About the background on the local scene, well, currently he plays in like 3 bands.
Yes, in 3 bands.
Yes, and the vocalist, he had like 5 or maybe more bands before. He's like, he sang in a lot of bands, and currently he sings in 2 bands. And
actually, he have
side projects and something like that. Yeah.
One of his projects was grindcore. But about death metal on our local scene, it's hard to say. I know that in 19th it was famous in
like in 2000s.
2000s, yeah. It's a lot of bands who played death metal, but it's more orthodox wave of death metal. It's like Obituary, Cannibal Corpse. They play music like this, but it was brutal. Actually, in our scene, it's very cool that black metal scene is very famous, but I can say that it's not famous, but a lot of bands for our small country, because it's really small country, and all local scene is organized in one place. It's our capital city, here from Bishkek, and it's all here. I think that's all what I can say about our local scene.
Yeah, and then and if we talk about like Devouring Genocide, we haven't had any concerts, or we haven't played yet. But on 19th September is going to be our debut show.
Purgatory.
Our debut single was released June 1st, 2019. Well, it's more than a year now.
Yeah.
Yes, and well, it's a story about Mediac who thinks that he is the one who will purify you. Something like this, yes.
Boil you
Yeah.
in chain, yeah?
Yep, something like this. And what can I say? The art was by our vocalist.
Yes, he made it by himself and it's actually cool art. And
Yeah,
we
we-
have actually merch with this, t-shirts with this merch. It's cool. And it's this first, as our first single, and first single was made with Vladislav Putrida from Novosibirsk. It's interesting that we played here with him some shows because of how to say they touring here, and we just take this how to say good relations here,
Yeah,
and
They got on well.
yeah, and just say him to join us to as second vocalist of our band, because in those time 1 year ago we don't plan it to play like a live program. It's so he joined us, and still he sing on our all songs and about okay, it's next question, yeah.
But who recorded and mastered it? Of course, this guy, because he does it like every song.
Next album. No, EP. Yes.
Oh well.
Before the COVID-19, of course, how it was the Kyrgyzstan scene? There are many bands with different style, and you share the same gigs or not?
What we can say about local scene in Kyrgyzstan? Actually, it's majority of bands play metalcore and other majority black metal. It's strange. Some guys play the score on some screamo music. But interesting that all musicians know each other, and there are no competition with us. Actually about genres in folk. So we play on one stage. It's normally because it's not so many guys
Yeah,
here.
it's like pretty normal when there is a gig and there is like 3 bands and all 3 of them are play different genres, like metalcore, hardcore, and black metal, and that's completely and totally okay for this, because like we just get used to it. It's absolutely okay.
Especially about next concert, there will play our band, it's Lemon Book to this Metal, and other band, Mayon Shiva, who they play metalcore, and You Broken Face, they play power violence or hardcore punk, something like this. It's interesting that we don't have this stuff that to divide to the parts. Actually, he is for city like this. It's enough bands. It's normal.
Yes. If I talk about my favorite band from Kyrgyzstan currently, of course it's Devouring Genocide, but besides it's like Kashgar. They play
Black metal.
black metal and they're
Black
so
and death
cool.
metal. Mhm.
So like check them out. Kashgar, they are on Spotify, I guess, and they're absolutely on BandCamp. So yes,
they're cool.
should check them out. They're like awesome.
But thinking about this local scene, I always think about Central Asian scene. I like the bands, or about this metal, Zaraza from Almaty, it's Kazakhstan, it's near of us, and they play with us a lot of times. So it's normally we have gigs and other stuffs and many last years it's good for concerts with big headliners. Actually, it's cool that we can support them here, and that's all I think.
Okay, let's talk about competition about bands. Here in Brazil, there's a stupid competition about bands. Even these bands sound different. Even these bands sound different at the same style or not, but you can see like a kind of a stupid competition about bands. Not all the bands, but some bands and some niches. Are there some kind of a stupid competition on the Kyrgyzstan scene or of the Kyrgyzstan bands or not?
In my opinion, music is it's not competition, it's not sport. If you want competition, go to sport, but it's more art. I know that competition, not competition, sport, maybe it's how fast you play on guitar, but it's actually sport too. But in our scene, I think I don't support it idea. For me, music it's a way to unite people. To unite people, it's actually like idea of hardcore music. It's always was about unite. It's support your local scene, support your friends, go to the gigs. What about new releases? I hope soon we will release our EP. It's almost ready. Just we have mastering process. So we want to find label to distribute it. About last release, it was Russian Death Metal Volume 6.
It's like various artist album. Was different.
Compilation.
Yeah, compilation was with different bands from around. How would I say? Russia.
More Russia.
Yeah, and we are there, guys. So we were pretty happy when they say that they approved.
Interesting about this release that it was now it's distributing in Brazil too, as I know, because it's what is label name?
Like it's Siberian Records. It distributes it in the US and also in the whole American continent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you might find it in your country too.
Yes, without tape. We have tape, its name Catch, Kill It, Repeat. It's a song about молчание ягнят.
Silence of the Lamb.
Yes, it's about this story, and now it's distributing. You can buy this disc with many of cool Russian and CIS bands from these countries, so it's cool. And so
Thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Thank
hello
you.
to Brazil and for make slam.
Stay brutal.
Stay brutal and you're all in your hands.
Yeah, and one more thing about this. Currently, it's not. You can stream it. It's not on Spotify. It's not on Apple Music, and the only way to listen to it is to buy CD or register in BK.
Yes.
It's like this social network.
Yes.
There you can listen to
hear us there.
Yes, but if you want to check this track, you can like buy it. Yeah, that's all I can say about this.
So, goodbye.
Yeah, stay brutal, stay slam, and yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, those were the guys of Devouring Genocide band. And if you want your band on my podcast, if you want a video of your band on my channel, please contact me through the mail that appear below on your screen, or my Instagram, Musicografando, also appear below on your screen. This was the Musicografando second season, and see you on the next video. Good fucking bye!